And we're back. Hello, everybody. It's Crits-N-Giggles, the only podcast where the crits are optional, the giggles are in fact mandatory. As always, I'm your GM, DK, joined by a gaggle of gladiators. Eritrea, played by I almost said played by Slippy. That's not right. Eritrea, played by Cece. Slippy, played by Ika. We are down a Hagra at this time, played by Abilo, and we have our newest recruit, Chrysanthemum, played by Umble Teddy. Quick recap of last session. We did a bunch of stuff. Um, Anybody else want to try to field recap? You don't have to, but I'm just tossing it out. Some options for folks.
I
All right,
believe
cool.
we were.
Oh, go ahead. No, if
I
you have it,
believe-
go for it.
Yeah, go Teddy.
I believe we went a little back in time, did Chrysanthemum's
Mhm.
3 Ghoul meetup, and then we. Then we together went through a checklist of people we needed to talk to with Ertria, I believe. Man, my memory's been crap the last few days. I remember after that, we had oh my god, what's his name? Constantine or something? The pig? Angus.
Angus?
Constantine came out of nowhere.
Hell yes.
Nah,
He's going through a rebrand
Angus.
now. Shit's gonna go hard.
I am Constantine, yeah.
Yeah.
He has to go to the Netherglades, and he's like, well,
G-
gotta reinvent myself.
Becomes emo, starts wearing eyeliner.
Emo eyeliner called Constantine.
I am Constantine, and my drinking days are just beginning. Yeah. What?
Don't call me
Jesus.
Angus anymore, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
After that departure, I believe we were talking with Hex Arcana and Arcana. Long story short, we were talking with him, and after many attempts and checks with Chrysanthemum's arcane sense and the middle of Ertria talking to them, I believe you asked like 1 or 2 questions, and then I kind of took over. I'm sorry about that. Chrysanthemum and everyone got pulled to the side to have dinner because we actually haven't eaten the whole day, to discuss what Chrysanthemum had discovered, that she had a hunch that they were connected to the monsters underneath the islands.
Nice.
Did I miss anything? I feel like I missed a lot.
Well, Slippy is a changeling now, so...
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Slippy looks
Speaking
currently
of
like
which, I
a
gotta roll.
goblin. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah, you did
wait,
look
what
like
are
a
they-
goblin.
What are they now? Or is it a day
I gotta
thing, or-
roll.
Oh.
It's random.
It's not normally for those at home, but Ika and I have agreed to make this crazy for the first starting part of this. So every session they're going to roll to figure out what form they take that day as they harness
So
these
exciting.
abilities and grow them. So it was Ika's idea. So just
Yeah.
if it becomes bothersome, blame them. I just love the idea, so I'm leaning into it.
I love being a bother.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Some of my favorite quotes, and it's a slight spoiler for one of the new seasons of Dimension 20, but Zachariama's character, he's like, "You used to be a brother to me, now you're just a bother." It's just like the dumbest thing.
My God.
Just like the way he delivers it so cold, I'm just like, dude, I'm fucking dead.
I wasn't always a firefighter.
I wasn't always a firefighter. That's just, yeah, first I went to high school, and then, just like, that's just life, dude. God, Zachariama. My goat.
Alright, what are you today, Slippy?
I'm looking up what the heritage or ancestries or whatever. What is it? Ancestries?
Ancestries, yes.
Okay.
I can make you a spreadsheet that'll make this easier next time.
Yes, we'll do that.
I got you. Any opportunity to make a spreadsheet.
Yep.
That song, Gang Gang.
I can make a PowerPoint.
And
You want a
she can make a PowerPoint like a motherfucker. Before it's all said and done, we'll just own Microsoft Casual Suites. Okay. I'm not using Outlook though.
I think what had happened at the very end of the session though was we were talking with like Hex and stuff, and then Chrysanthemum kind of sensed and figured out some stuff about the skull and how it was some of their magic was, as you said, like tethered to
Right.
the beast beneath the ocean and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately Chrysanthemum was like, guys, guys, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all just like came in here to eat and talk. And then I think you drew on the table, but like you carved it into the table or something. And
Carved it into the table.
yeah, and now we're like, well, now we do have to go back out there. So it's gonna be a little awkward, but we'll do it.
So, anyways, we're back. It was good talking. Also, I don't know if it was mentioned. I don't feel like it was, but the lotus flower that bloomed from
Mhm.
Gary's. Okay, cool. I didn't know if we brought that up or not because that will be prevalent
Oh,
later.
sorry.
So.
I just said like I was just like, yeah, like affirming.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that was brought up in the recap.
Cool.
Sorry.
Well, then there was no. It's okay. Then that did happen. There was a orange petaled lotus that bloomed with a mushroom in the center that is now being studied by Becca to figure out what properties it may have.
Yes.
Half turtle, half monkey. Let's go. That's gonna get neat. Cool.
Are you
Yeah, my memory-
slow and protected or very dexterous and
And
dodgy?
wet. No, I'm just kidding.
That is-
Dexterous and wet.
Actually, to be fair, turtles are
Greased up
exceptionally
deaf guy.
dry.
Greased up deaf guy in a nutshell.
Oh my
Dexterous and
god.
wet.
You never get me.
The duality of Slippy.
Love it. The duality of Slippy. Well then, yeah. That brings us back into the scene where y'all are at the table. And then everybody does get a hope from Eartria, but I think y'all are all at max.
Hold on. Now I'm at max.
There you go.
Just so you know how I'm doing it. So I get
Turkey.
uh
God damn it. I'm sorry.
Two-
Lady Vengeance is being goofy in chat, and I love it.
so I get my mixed ancestry shuffled, except I'm keeping turtle, and then my other one is being mixed into a random one, and I'm only keeping. I only get to keep one, so I'm keeping the turtle trait, like ancestry trait, and the
Okay.
other one's just for flavor.
Bet. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Eritrea and Chrysanthemum are in the middle of a discussion. She's like, alright, so I get what you're saying, but I'm still confused about how this magic, and then just like looks up and sees Slippy and is like, Slippy, you look different again.
Just
Is it
turns
my
around.
hair?
Is that a tail?
Oh, yeah, I've always had this.
Chris turns to Ertria again. I'm not gonna get used to this.
She always had that tail. She hasn't, right? There's no way.
Chris is shaking her head no.
Okay.
I love that Slippy's just leaning into the chaos of gaslighting the party. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? I've always been partially amphibian mammal with the tail. This
Eritrea's
mustache,
just, like,
all my life.
looks back over at Slippy like, okay,
Mm-mm.
alright. I don't know why you're lying about this, but okay.
I've always had it in my heart.
You know what? That explains the memories.
My god.
Thanks for the memories. Sorry. Anyways,
Sorry, I guess it was the lighting.
Yeah.
Any takes on Chris's theory, Slippy?
Uh, yeah, Not at this moment, but I will.
Were you
I'll
too
get back
busy
to them.
staring at your new tail?
New.
Girl, you crazy. Swings it around, dances off. I'm gonna do a flip. I'm really good at them now.
Yeah.
Slippy excels at flips now. Zersenio. Oh.
Double flip.
Right.
Oh, God.
I feel like if I get close enough to the them beneath the islands, I think I'll be able to confirm it for sure.
Okay, well,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
I do have questions I need to ask Alonzo.
Yeah.
I need to ask specifically about ingredient. DK, come up with an ingredient name.
Yeah, I absolutely thought of the ingredient, and I did a lot of research.
Okay,
Anyways,
cool.
but don't just go straight to him. There's no reason to rush. We got plenty of time. It's just,
I mean,
I want to say it was called Mirrors Stirps. I'm gonna call them strips
okay,
just
cool.
because I'm dyslexic. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Can you stick
I
that
need
in
to
the
understand this word
keyboard?
Florbibian.
Yeah, it's Florbibian. That's what it is. I'm putting it in embed chat right now.
Okay.
It's this.
Okay, so okay.
Thank you, Ika.
You're welcome.
That was Ika carrying last session and looking up Latin while we were thinking of names.
Cool. Oh my gosh, I accidentally copy and pasted what Mags put right after that.
I'm just
And
seeing
it was like,
the emo pig gif for what is it, Constantine? Just blown away that there's an emo pig gif that exists. All right.
okay. So what should we do now? Do you want to try and maybe hang around Alonzo or Slippy? We have to talk to Jito before he has to leave.
Yeah. And I also remembered something that I said like 5 minutes ago. Before we had this little intersection of whatever we did between the times. Yeah. So.
Whatever filler
So-
was happening, I don't know.
yeah. So. I said I'm curious to know whether uh the magic is tied like positively with the creatures below. Like, is it willingly given or is it taken by force?
Oh,
I couldn't tell in the moment, but I think if it was a negative thing, it'd be much more apparent. We'll have to know for sure.
well,
Um,
hey, if
I,
if there's oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry.
sorry. Uh,
Sorry.
Canadian standoff. Draw.
Shut up. Shut up. Well, I think if Cheeto is only on the island for a little bit, I think your priority should be talking with Cheeto first. Then
Sorry. It sounds like you're saying Cheeto.
we talk with Cheeto first. Make sure he doesn't get his fingers on you.
No, Trump is banned from this table. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Because Cheetos.
alright.
Anyways, continue.
You talk with Cheeto first. Make sure to have those strips on. I'll try to prepare as best as I can for going to the mines. Get any last minute things we need done, okay? I think that's what we should focus on. Also, I'm still starving. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah. Let's eat real quick first. If we go right back out, that'll be weird. Hey, do you think you could maybe talk to Alonzo and distract them while Slippy and I sort of sneak our way into the guest house? Because I feel like it'd be weird if they saw us doing that.
Sure, I can stall. I can stall.
Okay, yeah. But first, dinner for sure.
Yeah.
Start.
And just gonna Be like, um, stir fry.
Yeah, I'll say that you can all successfully make any dinner. One of my biggest pet peeves as a GM is like having to play out normal everyday things like going to the bathroom, eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
It's kind of just implied that they happen. So if y'all want to be like, and some time elapsed, and we ate dinner, unless dinner is imperative to the narrative, like y'all are being invited to the Emperor's table to dine with him, then it's just dinner, and we can move past
Yeah.
that. So we could, unless
Cool.
anyone
I'd
has
like to
anything.
say,
Okay, go
for
ahead.
a funny moment, I'd like to say, Chris tries to learn how to cook something with Eritrea, if that's okay. Uh, Maybe Chris tries to learn to cook something with Eritrea and just accidentally keeps making desserts like Mashal does.
I don't know what
Just like
mashal is,
we were
but
making a steak and potatoes. How did you make a croissant?
not even close to the same ingredients. But you know what? I like croissants. Okay. Croissant.
And I think Eritrea will probably peek into her bullshit sack and just check on Theo, you know, because poor little Theo's been in there since everything happened at the match.
Theo
And
has. Do you have the divine solder on you? Is that on your person?
yes.
Okay. So Theo has taken just the tiniest bit off of that and bent them to look like frames and has little pretend glasses on, and he's in there reading through your notes.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
just cute dragon things. Um,
Oh, she's
not
gonna like take Theo out, plop him on the table. I think yep, this is Theo, and be like, Theo, these look great on you, but just be careful with that, okay? This stuff is really important.
Slippy's dragon sees that this divine solder that's golden color is kind of just like
Oh
eyeballing Theo right now, and they're just like doing the hands from the side. Just like, how do I? I'm gonna get that gold, son.
That gonna be mine, son. That gonna be mine.
That's gonna be so fucked if that's how Slippy's dragon ends up talking. Hey, that's some nice gold you got there.
That's some nice gold.
Go ahead
God, it'd
and
be a
hand it
shame if
over.
something happened to it.
Yeah, it'd be a
Um,
shame if it just went missing.
Shame if that shit
God.
just
You know what?
disappeared.
Yeah.
I think we need to store this back in the gargoyle chest. Dragon.
You know,
Um,
it's definitely safe in your bullshit sack. You've set boundaries for Theo. Uh, returning it to a place where you already know Malachi visited could be a bold strat, but I'd leave that up to you.
yeah,
But
no.
yeah, for the time being, though,
Um,
it's all
hmm?
good. This was all just for
Yeah,
flavor. So.
yeah, and then she's gonna remind Theo that this week, you can't have anything to eat. Um, as per the growing instructions. She'll be like, but I promise I'll make you your favorite food after this week, okay?
Looks you in the eyes for a second, looks down at your notes, shrugs, and gives you a thumbs up. You get the impression that he's like, as long as I have entertainment and I can have distractions, that's the vibe that you're picking up from your dragon. So he's not going to throw a
Oh,
fit. He thought about it, but he'd rather have something nice to read.
I didn't realize you had thumbs. Cool.
Oh, 100%. He has got two of them. He's
Hell yeah.
polydactyl as shit.
That shit to a thumb. Just let him hyperfixate thinking that.
Literally.
Yeah, and then she'll be like, yeah, no, she'll just be like, okay, yeah, we'll just, if you're comfy in the bag, we can, I'll take you with us, and if you wanna, stay in the room, you can do that too.
They have implied that they want to go with you. Um, but then they also kind of start like sniffing around and then like looking at your notes and then looking back at you, and they start like tapping on different parts, and you see they're tapping on the part that says like Tinker Tim, and they're just looking at you as like just checking in to
Yeah,
see if there's
I
anything.
am gonna have a conversation with Tim. I have a few things to ask him, actually.
Oh. As you say that, he has the notes in hand, and he does like the old sitcom dad newspaper flick where he's like, "All right, and back to attention."
Literally what I was doing.
That's exactly what's happening. So he just flicks it back up and just goes back to reading. He also has just as many questions as you do, but he trusts you to be the ambassador of Inquisition. So
That's good, considering he can
just
only say the
grunt.
first part of his name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and say
Dragon-
Theo.
Your dragon studies too?
Yeah, Theo's real smart. So kind of giving little scritches.
Leaning
He's
into
really
them.
cute.
Oh. He is real smart. Do you have any more of this grape juice? And she holds up a bottle of wine.
Yeah, there's crates over there.
Yeah, but I already went through a crate. I don't feel like drinking all of it.
Oh, I don't know.
She gestures to her left, and there is an entire crate of wine that's already empty.
I love the juxtaposition and contradiction of her being like, "Where's more grape juice?" and being like, "Over there, not that grape juice." I don't want to drink all the grape juice. It's like, well, why did you?
Yeah,
ask?
I don't want to down everything. She wants to be considerate. She wants to like.
Oh, she's like, is there reserves beyond what
Yeah,
I'm about
is there
to kill?
more?
That's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a question that nobody would have an answer to in this room.
Really gonna have to pee later, I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So serious.
Yeah.
I can
all right.
handle that.
Yeah. No. Mission accepted. I will go pee later. Is it really a wino if they're not doing it for addiction? Like, somebody who just likes the taste of wine. They're not even getting the benefits.
All right. Who am I distracting? And how long are we gonna take for that?
You did just remind me I do really need to talk to Tinker Tim. So I might run up and talk with him if you guys want to come.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to meet this Tim. He's the one that was making that automaton with his brother Tom.
Yeah. But not
Tom
with Ted. Yeah.
Not with Ted. Yeah.
Which I just want to call out. The name Ted existed in my canon before Umbral Teddy joined the table. This isn't based on you. You're not an evil capitalist as far as I know. I got no. Well, not evil, but
No, I'm just kidding.
I said invest in crypto.
I want every Bitcoin on my fucking desk by tomorrow. Sir, they're digital. I don't care. Bring me a bunch of phones.
I want them on my desk, I said. Bring me a bunch of phones is fucking great. So you lot are heading over to Tinker Tim.
We do have more wine.
Oh yeah, that's fair. There is a second. Yeah, I forgot. The second floor does have wine on it, and that has nothing to do with my lazy map creation and just copy pasta. Plus stairs and Sans table.
Oh, right, we're having to talk to somebody. And as if it's on cue, the second they like come up to the door, Chris has a bottle of wine in there.
Hell yes, you're just popping bottles all the time, and it's just like, where did you even get those? It's so cool. She just pulls them out of nowhere.
We had 3 crates. I put it in my bullshit sack.
There you go. Keep them on deck. Stay strapped, son. All right. So y'all approach. Door's open. Come on in.
Tim.
He's working on his communication machine. I've almost got this thing operational. They said I was mad. I'm not mad. I'm happy. And he's just working.
Tim, I don't know if you've met the new gladiator, Chrysanthemum? Chrysanthemum, this is Tinker Tim.
Pleasure to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
he says at the same time you're saying your introduction, and he's still working. So, turns to look. Oh, you're entirely made out of stone, aren't you? Look at that.
Yeah. And she goes up to offer a handshake, but she has her hand backwards.
What?
Thinking that this
She has
is.
her
Are you?
she has her hand completely vertical, but instead of like
It's
the
just
palm facing inward, it's
just
facing outward.
outward. I'm gonna. Tinker Tim has two options here. Odds. He is going to just meet the back of your hand with his and his palm facing the other side and try to shake from the back palm, the back of your hands touching. And then otherwise he's going to just reach around to the outside of it and try to shake it while your hand is upside down. But I want to see how he would approach it. Alright, so he's just going to put the back of his hand against the back of your hand and just kind of move it up and down in a gesture. He's disjointed in his pinkies and thumbs, so they unhook and wrap around your hand like a handshake as he just, there we are. Makes for good tinkering.
Chris looks over to Slippy and gives like a smile, like I'm getting it.
I'm really doing it.
Yeah, keep it up. Does it flip?
Of course. Does a flip. Why not?
And then she takes a step back so that Ertria can talk.
Does Tim notice anything different about Slippy?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
After meeting the new introduction, he's gonna look over and be like, and he shuffles a little closer. You're not a new recruit?
Oh no, Slippy. You remember me?
Oh, the Kappa.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't.
Go Kappa.
That doesn't seem lore accurate now, does it? And he's just kind of like, may I? And starts to like reach towards some of your patches of fur.
Sure.
Yeah, this is real. It's not glued on. He's just kind of tugging on it. This is. Hey, me? Just scientifically, I'm just mesmerized by this. What happened?
I have transcended.
Okay.
My usual shape.
Interesting. I didn't know such transformations were possible. Maybe sometime I could take some blood samples, hair samples, maybe a skin sample, run some tests.
Sure. Will it hurt?
Probably parts of it. The skin one, maybe. The blood one, probably. The hair one, not likely.
It's okay, I'll just meditate while you do it, I guess.
That sounds great. You're incredibly amicable. You have no idea what I'm even going to do with these samples. You're the best. What brings y'all to my, the room that you let me stay in? Am I a hostage? Am I a prisoner? I know I've been asked to stay in the house, but like...
Yes.
Oh, well, beggars can't be choosers. I would have died in the maze.
What was that? Why did you say yes? You just met the man.
Slippy was nodding and I got carried away. I'm sorry.
Comes over and takes like Tinker Tam's hand in hers and is like, "You're not a hostage.
Okay.
We don't know who could be looking for you, and so we want to make sure you're safe."
You know what? That's fair. I wasn't opposed to it by any means. If I'm nothing if not an amicable sort. But thank you for not making me a hostage and/or prisoner. Just wanted to make sure because I was thinking about going into town and seeing Divinity about some pieces I may need for my communication device. But in the meantime,
We can always do that for you, but you also have your invisibility cloak, so
do I have it? I thought I gave it to one of y'all.
Hey,
Maybe the GM's an idiot, and he can't remember where things went. But
Oh no, we lost the invisibility cloak.
and you can't. How are we gonna find it?
Oh.
It's invisible.
Oh.
Oh,
Um,
arcane sense.
That's
yeah, there we
Oh, I
go.
can-
yeah. Actually,
I
that's
can
exactly how
sense
you
it.
can
I
find
can
it.
find
It's somewhere in the room.
It's just on. It's piled up on top of Slippy's head like a little fucking towel.
No, I would actually say that it is. It is just in Tinker Tim's room somewhere on the floor, just abandoned on the side. Maybe somebody took it. Maybe they covered Tinker Tim in it. Actually, I think that's what happened. Is he was covered in it for a little bit, and then like to hide whenever y'all bringing him to the house. So he would have had it on him, but it's discarded, and he's not intending to use it. Oh well, I mean, I guess I could always go into town, but if you're willing to go and make the trip for me, that's just as well too.
Of course, just give me a list of what you need, and I'll make sure we can get it.
I need a flim flam injector.
A what?
A
Okay.
flim flam injector.
You know what? Let me.
No.
She like into her bag. Tinker Tim needs flim flam injector.
It's spelled
How do you spell
PH.
that?
PH.
Oh, pH. Okay, and is it like, do you need a certain size or just like any size?
3/4 inch ought to do it.
3/4 inch flim flam injector.
Yeah, that's the
got
one.
it.
That's the one.
Okay. Anything else?
If they have any of the, she's able to procure any, like, Skittles just came out with these gummies that are like the Fuego flavor. They're like, she could get me
Oh
some
my
of
God.
those.
I am on my hands and knees.
Dude, the way
DK, can I please, as the candy person, have that in my bullshit sack?
a million
I'm not gonna give it
percent.
to him.
Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
gonna give it to him, but I will have it in my sack. And because it's not called Skittles Fuego in my universe, I don't know what he's talking about.
That's great. You just all I have are Lucas scented rainbow gummies. Scented, Lucas flavored.
Oh, I know what to call them. I know what to call them. Don't
Attaboy,
worry.
cowboy. Good.
Yeah, anyway,
Eh.
Tim,
Uh-uh.
some questions for you. Actually, we're really invested in you getting this communication device to work because, well, we're hoping that Ted might have some knowledge on stuff that's going on.
Yeah, I'm just worried how much Ted'll cooperate. He's always hard to get in touch with because he's so preoccupied by the money. But I figure if I can find a way to bother him that he can't cut me off, well, that's how old Tim wins.
That sounds like a good plan. I think he might be working on some abominations of his own.
Oh, God, where did you hear this? If it's okay for me to ask, I don't mean to pry. I've caught him working on certain abominations in the past, and it worries me that he's picked that research back up.
I'd rather not say just yet, but I don't know if he is for sure either. I don't know if the information's reliable, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that it's a possibility.
Well, as a symbol of trust, I'll go ahead and give you what I know is the last he was working on. Are you familiar with Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is in the public domain, so I can directly reference it?
Oh, like the manga.
Like the manga, yes, the manga, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
I know of Lucy Boulder's Frankenstein. Is that the same thing?
Yes, it's the same thing. I don't know if that's true
They
or
wrote
not.
books on Frankenstein?
Okay, yeah. What about it?
Well, that's what he was trying to do, was create a subset of super soldiers that were driven and fueled on arcane magic, but his means for procuring the magic was not morally ethic, one would say.
Oh, is it like souls? Like Tom was trying to do?
It's predatory on the living, unfortunately.
Explain that?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can you explain that a little more?
It takes the magical essence from an individual and uses it to power a machine.
Oh my god.
Yes?
She just like turns like wide-eyed. I guess I can't turn. She turns around, wide-eyed to Slippy and Chrysanthemum, and just says, "Allison."
It's a magical
Puts her
individual.
head down.
Oh, shit, I didn't think about that. That's upsetting.
Chrysanthemum takes some of the Fuego Skittles and puts it in her mouth as she's chewing, like trying to stuff the sadness away because it's too much sad.
I smell Fuego Skittles. Anyways, must be the wind. I...
Must have been the wind.
Well, oh gosh. And is he doing this for Phineas, you think?
I would imagine something to create gladiators from scratch or training modules for other gladiators. It could be any of these number of things. Shit. I need to hurry up and finish this device.
Yeah, actually, we kind of wanted to talk to Ted, but maybe through you, because this is kind of a touchy subject, about Divinity's father.
Oh. Ugh. What a mess that one is. Ugh.
What do you know about it?
Oh, not much. My brother is definitely more in the know, but from what he's told me, she is definitely held prisoner somewhere on the Midgate Isle.
He?
She's...
Or he?
I meant he.
Okay,
I have a slip of the brain.
it's okay.
He is 100% being held prisoner on the Isle in an undisclosed place. And the whole reason, I believe, is something to do with Divinity services, keeping them locked in servitude, having someone interplanal as a merchant, some blah blah blah. It's all the business acumen that I don't have the attention span for. It's terrible, and there's nothing I can do about it, so... out of sight, out of mind, which I know isn't the bravest stance, but that's why gladiators. But I can help. In any of those endeavors, I believe in good. I just... we saw what happened last time I was brave. I got stuck in an ice maze that was 10 feet from this house.
Hey, it's way more than 10 feet, and that maze is easy to get lost in. We only were able to go through it because we had directions.
That's fair. Well,
Yeah,
thank
the,
you.
the maze is very complicated. I mean, the east and west keep getting shifted around in there.
That's exactly how I got lost, is like, go east, and I kept doing that. It was like, that's wrong, and I feel like if I went backwards and went west instead, probably would have been a better adventure. But here we are. We live, we learn, we grow. Okay, I guess.
Exactly.
So that
And that's all you know about Divinity's father?
yes, it's unfortunately not incredibly helpful information. I apologize for that.
Do you think Ted would know more and
I feel like
would
Ted's
maybe...
directly responsible for his housing, knowing his technical expertise, unless they have a more qualified engineer, which they wouldn't. There's not such thing as a better engineer than a tinker.
Speaking of which, not to interject, she approaches a handful of Skittles Fuego in her hand. You were the ones that were working on the automaton, right?
Yes. Hold that thought. And he gestures at your candy. That's, what you got there?
Oh, Bifrost drops. They're Bifrost dewdrops that rain at
He's sniffing
my old
closer
home.
to your hand. It smells incredibly like Skittles Fuego.
What are Skittles Fuego?
It's a Skittle, but with Fuego.
She turns to her trio.
Spanish word for fire, because they're spicy.
Fire. Oh, yeah, they're incredibly spicy. It's what happened. It happens after they get dropped morningside after the rain. The Bifrost.
Can I buy some of that off of you?
She just drops a bunch into his hand.
Bet. He's gonna take it. So, no charge?
They're really plentiful.
And he's going to take a bag out of his bag and put them into that bag and put it back in his bag. This is for later. A treat that should be indulged as a reward. That's what I always say. You can't just eat treats. You have to do something that merits a treat. It's Pavlovian, maybe, but it works for me. Thank you, Chrysanthemum. I interrupted you. Did you have more questions besides the... what was your question?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't realize they were so popular. What I mean to ask is, we understood that you were trying to build an automaton using soul technology.
Yeah.
Correct?
We not tried to. We successfully did it.
Successful.
Yes.
So, are you aware the Netherglades had voodoo magic?
I am, actually, yes. They use a lot of that voodoo. A lot of it's tied from the natural gifts of the planet's magic itself, as far as I'm aware. But it can be twisted for evil and good, just alike.
Voodoo is tied to natural gifts.
Well, a voodoo is a manipulation of powers that exist in any given plane. The great thing about voodoo is it can be taken anywhere. You can leave this plane, go to another. As long as you're able to tap into its magic, you can manipulate it to your whims.
So voodoo magic can be across different planes?
Yes, it's more like an arithmetic, a principle. It's a formula that you can take somewhere else. It's the science of magic, really. You go down. It's 2 parts this, 1 part that, and make sure you don't overdo this. It's alchemy in a way, but some people have natural proclivities for it. Others have to learn it.
Sorry, Tim, but I'll be right back. I have to use the little turtle's room.
Looks like a monkey, but I'm okay with that.
I'll be right back.
All right. Hell yeah.
All right.
Excuse me.
So it's a natural. It's a way to manipulate magic in any natural occurring world.
At least is my understanding.
Okay. So can you use it to tie someone's soul to something?
I definitely know they do practice a lot involving the undead. That's one of the central focal points of voodoo. But its limitations, being outside of my expertise, I'm more absorbed as a hobbyist in listening to others dissect it. But personally, I'm not sure. Well, you know who would know is that Alonzo and that Hex.
You totally could just ask them about voodoo, just as like an interest.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to say about voodoo.
Oh, that would have been so much better. Fuck. Missed ops.
Getting to voodoo.
Getting to know all the voodoo.
Last thing. For me, at least.
Yeah.
If your automaton was to go haywire, is there a fail-safe way to, from the outside, dispel the soul on the inside of it?
Well, you'd never want to dispel. Go ahead.
Chrysanthemum in horror. What do you mean?
It's just an option. Is there a way to
I get
is there a way to shut it off?
your trepidation. There are ways to do it without damaging the soul. And that is why it's disassembled into multiple pieces right now. Whenever it was a functioning automaton, it has a kill switch. Very much, you just flip the switch. Well, you have to put in the passcode and flip the switch. And when you do, it'll self-destruct, blow up into tiny little pieces all over the place. And then you have to reassemble the pieces and put them all together. But all the pieces stay intact. It's more of just like a magnetic repulsion, as it will project itself into the sky and dissimulate.
Okay.
Um,
So you would say that there's no way to turn it off on the outside.
I want to say that dissimulate is the wrong word. What I mean to say is it will disassemble. I'm sorry, I was hung up on my grammar. What was that, Chrysanthemum?
So you're saying, is there a way from the outside to turn it off?
Yeah, yes.
Like, say, a spell or some regard?
No,
to, like...
a passcode and a switch. It will blow it up. You can't turn it off. No, it just does its thing, but it's never malfunctioned. It's with the source code. It. My source code is flawless. There's
So
not
you'd say
a
it's
good problem.
autonomous.
Well, I'd say it's something for sure, but it's autonomous to the soul. The vessel itself is just a husk. That's the whole point of the machine. So it's reliant on the person that you put. So malfunction, you have to define what is a malfunction within an individual.
okay,
Okay.
this is getting very philosophical.
Okay. I got what I needed. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Tim,
Yeah.
is there anything special you need to do to make sure a soul inside the bronze heart remains stable?
Nope. A soul is forever until it's unmade. And in that machine, it holds it safely. It's not... Think of, like, the stories you may have heard about a genie in a lamp. Somebody who is held in fortitude against their will inside of a vessel, but they at least get immortality. The idea isn't to keep them there, it's to provide them an outlet. But in the meantime, they have a cozy setup. They're able to ambiently understand things that are happening around them, sensing energies and stuff, the ebb and flow, that it's almost like the person's still with you.
Oh, even when the automaton is not fully assembled, if a soul is in the heart, then that soul is aware of everything going around?
On an energy-specific level, yes. It can sense the vibrations, especially... Listen, I watched the fight. Especially someone as attuned as Gary. They would be able to sense most of the emotions, most of the energy through their enlightenment, and procure most of what's going on around them.
She takes out the bronze heart and just gives it a big hug.
The light will absolutely brighten.
Maybe we'll wave at it.
And it will blink back.
Chrysanthemum will give it a shy wave.
And it will blink slower.
Slippy says, Gary!
And it will blink rapidly.
Airtree will just motion for a group hug, because that's what Gary always loved.
Chrysanthemum comes in as well.
The light is so bright that it fills the aura that you are standing in with just a lime green hue from that bulb.
Come on, Tim.
I didn't know if I would be ruining the vibe, but I loved Gary too. And the light gets even brighter.
Yuri, I'm sorry we couldn't save your body. But we're gonna do what we can and get this automaton fixed for you.
The light doesn't change, but what you do feel is almost isolated to the region of the, if y'all are all hugging around this bronze heart, the part that is making the most direct contact to your chest and your heart, where that would be, you would start to feel grow just slightly warm, not in a discomforting way, but the opposite, a comforting way, a comforting warmth that understands.
Well, alright. Tim, thank you for making such an amazing invention. I will keep it safe.
Oh, and you might need this too. He reaches into a drawer and he starts pulling out a bunch of like what looks like just like those stacked perforated like fax sheets.
Yeah.
He starts pulling that out, and it's just like a stack, like a Bible. He's like, the source code, and he hands it over to you.
Source code. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. You already have the chest piece. Once you have the head assembled, if you feed this the source code, you'll effectively at least give the thing the ability to talk. It might bug out because of trying to use its arms and legs, but not in a detriment way. But, yeah.
Picturing like C3PO right now, just like in a different form.
Yeah. When he's backpacked on Chewbacca and he's just like,
Yeah.
I'm picturing BB-8, give it legs, so it's running around shooting health packs.
it's actually kind of not far off. But yeah.
And one other thing, and she's gonna rifle through her bag and pull out the schematics for Rykard's legacy. Schumann thought you might be able to understand these.
Oh my goodness. This is truly. Normally I don't do weapons, but this is incredibly technical. I did not think it was. So first you need all three pieces and then solder? What is this? No, I'm just kidding. It's very basic, sir. What do you... No, he is looking at the numbers and the charts, the graphing. It's like, this is...
I'll probably ask Belle about it, too.
I would. Belle is an expert when it comes to weapon forging. I may be able to work in tandem with her. But, there's a lot of math in here that... Belle just doesn't strike me as a math kind of gal. Neither does Bud, for that matter. So maybe I can provide some mathematical assistance, he says as he's folding up the paper and handing it back to you. He's like, this is interesting. If you get any of these pieces and you want me to take a look at them, maybe whenever they're all together. I don't want to risk going down a rabbit hole in the wrong piece.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim.
Yes, absolutely. It's my pleasure. If you guys need anything else, like I said, if you just give me that flim-flam injector, that 3/4 inch, then I can probably get this operational as before next week.
It'd be wonderful. And so you don't need Skittles Fuego gummies because Chrysanthemum,
Chrysanthemum's the plug.
Yeah, okay.
They're easy to collect. I usually get a lot of them just from the Bifrost apple.
Well, and just takes a few deep breaths, calm her emotions, and turns to Chrysanthemum and Slippy and is like, all right, are we ready to go sneak into the recruit house or guest house or whichever one it is right now?
It technically actually is the recruit house. The guest house was dismantled for the den, so you were 100% correct.
Okay, recruit house.
Yeah.
Recruit house, and for you to ask Alonzo about voodoo?
Yeah, I'm ready to roll.
Hell yeah. That said, sounds like the group is ready to go back outside.
Yes.
Sick.
Crashes out a window. What?
Boom. Back out of doors.
As we get outside, Eritrea is going to take out one of the mind sealant things.
Mm-hmm.
Sniff it. Does it
Back.
smell good? Bad?
It
Burnt
is.
rubber mixed
Or-
with.
It's nearly odorless. It smells like
Yeah.
how water has an odor. It would smell like that, with just the slightest hint of lemon.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, she was worried it was gonna be like bitter medicine, but she'll drink it
You
and
drink it,
then
and
be like,
it just tastes like a
Oh.
sparkling lemon water.
oh, that was actually really strangely refreshing.
Oh.
Huh.
Sweet.
Hey, if you get a chance to ask Alonzo about nearest stirps, can you do that, please?
Mirror strips? Got it.
Is it strips or stirps?
It's stirps, but I like the idea of like fucking it up for the bit. You want to go in there and ask him for mirror strips. I think that's perfect.
Right. Yeah. Well, my mind is sealed, I guess.
I can't read mine, so the best I can do is hope that it helps.
Then are y'all breaking so Slippy and Eritrea? Are y'all heading to the recruit house? And then Chrysanthemum, are you going to talk to Alonzo and Hex?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Then let's see. Odds, we'll start with Eritrea and Slippy. Evens, we'll start with Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum has the floor.
Oh,
Right.
all right.
As you're walking over, you see Hex Arcana with that energy on his fingers, and he is just launching beams over at Bodhi and Moon. Moon shielding for Bodhi, and Bodhi launching crossbow bolts back. As Alonzo just kind of leans on the den for the dragons and is just kind of like reffing the sparring session.
Chris approaches along the pen and sits next to Alonzo and kind of watches for a tiny bit before.
Bet as you're watching it, you see Hex kind of giving them the business 2 against 1, and he's working them over.
And Chris is going to look at the skull kind of expectingly and then goes, "Hey, Alonzo."
Yeah, what is it? Little ethereal sprinkle.
Hey, so I'm still pretty new to this world, and there's a lot of magics that I'm just not familiar with. Do you mind telling me a little bit about voodoo? Maybe it can help me get some kind of grounded grasp on how it works here.
Voodoo child. Now, the thing about voodoo is you have to understand and respect voodoo. It is the art of getting to know the essence and spirits of lives long past and lives yet to come. It is understanding how the moss falls from the tree to the floor with the aging of time and how to reverse it where it's back up there again. It is more than just magic. It is more than just, and Hex is like, Jesus Christ, do you ever shut the fuck up? And he's just like shooting at Bodhi and Moon. It's magic for dead stuff is a lot of how it can be summed up. Procuring and borrowing from those long past.
Hearing and borrowing from those long past.
Indeed.
So
Like my good
it's
mother here.
Almost. Yeah. So essentially, what that magic is communicating with the connection between the cycle of life. Is what you're saying.
A lot of that. It's more. Yes, yes. A fair percentage of that could be summed up that way, but it is also gifts from the earth that exist. Every plane I've ever been to has magic. And Hex is like, you've only been to this plane, jackass. Every plane I have been to, Hex, has magic. And it is up
Right.
to us to tap into it. Borrow, if they let us. Respect is a big part of voodoo.
So you're saying a soul could reject your offer?
Oh, 1,000,000% yes. It's all about making rapport, which is why people like me, a Bokor, someone who barters deals between the living and the dead, has to have a certain je ne sais quoi, something to, alleviate the tensions, build that rapport, establish an alliance, grant favor, grant reward. Like my good mother here. Hers was to be my assistant into my practice. She always wanted to see me pass the bar exam, which I did after her death, thanks to her help, which I got bonus marks because of. But there are things that you can do to sweeten the pot for any individual who is long past.
Okay. So you're telling me, as long as you've built rapport with the soul, or at the very least have some kind of reputable standing with the dead, you can be trusted by any soul.
Well, every soul's different, just like any other person. Like, I trust you well enough because you're very sweet and you haven't attacked me. I like that about you. The minute you attack me, that could change.
She smiles at him, but she has the most,
unsettling,
just unsettling, glowing red eyes smile through the dark hair.
Hell yes. And then you do stuff like that shivers me to my timbers.
What did I do? Am I ugly?
You're not ugly, child. You're frightening and intimidating in a very ghoulish way, and I mean that as a compliment. It's okay to be frightening and ghoulish. Some of us can't do that, and we wish we could. And then some of us, and he points at Hex, are just so absolutely hideous. And I swear to God, this next stray bullet, I swear to God, Alons. Anyways. Listen. I appreciate that you're interested, and if you would ever want to explore more voodoo, more magic, more of any of that, maybe understand what it means to tap in to the natural elements of this plane and this world, well, I'm okay with exploring that together. We've been friends with Bodhi and Moon for some time, but Bodhi is too rough and tumble for me, and Moon has an attitude that would make a donkey blush. Moon through blocking Bodhi's onslaught attacks from Hex, and she's just gonna give him the finger. She's just like, alright, whatever, dude. See, the problem is, a lot of people don't respect true talent around here. They think that all you need to do is pew-pew the blasts. And he's gesturing at the onslaught. But intellectuals like yourself and mine, well, I feel like we could get on well enough.
Of course. That's why I have two pretty important questions for you.
Well, I'd love to hear them.
And just between you and me, I came to you first because I respect your intellect a lot more than most.
Kissing up to Alonzo's gonna get you advantage on your next check, friend. I got no, just kidding. Throw that out there. Well, I do declare. Please, bequeath to me your questions aplenty. I am at your service.
Let's say I have a way to figure things out if I get close enough. Where would be the best place to get close to the beast beneath the world, or at least the ones that are underneath in Æther Isle.
Oh, I'm not familiar with this. Okay, so like I'm gonna go GM full meta. Yeah, we're gonna play that as if you just mentioned not the beast beneath the worlds because that's Hagra's god that doesn't exist technically in this plane.
Yeah.
But you mean the actual beasts beneath this world, which is confusing. So I apologize. But to be fair, I didn't write that. So, but the beasts that were in my world, but beneath existed before I knew about the beasts beneath worlds on Hagra's world. So. Oh, you mean the three guardian spirits?
Yes, guardian spirits.
Well, I would be worried because the only way I can think is to go down into the ocean and seek their audience. The only problem with someone such as yourself, and he's looking at the tracks that you've left in the soggy earth behind you as this snow is melting into grass and it's becoming a mud. Your 2,000-pound frame just creating gigantic footsteps, like not widespread, but they are deep because you're 2,000 pounds. And he's going to be like, I worry that you going into water might be of disastrous consequence of which you cannot escape. Do you know if you can breathe underwater?
And she's trying to think back to her previous life. I've never tried.
Well, I wouldn't risk it. But maybe there's ways we can subvert that. Kind of like how you're fishing, and you can use like a bobber to hold your bait just mid-level in the water. Maybe we can do something like that and just pull you out as needed. But besides that, I think the closest you could get is when traversing to the shore of this isle. Sometimes you can see close enough to the surface one of the spirit guardians from Æther Isle. Maybe
so they can be communicated with.
I think maybe if you're going with a sense of energy and magic detection, maybe just being on the coast at the right time when this beast comes to the surface, you will be able to make some kind of a connection. Admittedly, I'm ashamed to admit I've never tried.
Oh, I didn't mention that I have magic sense. I only said that if I get close enough, I can figure things out.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's going to word that as, if you think just studying the creature is enough. And that's what we'll say instead of an arcane sense.
Okay. And my second question, Mirius Stirps. Do you know anything about them?
Oh, yeah, they're abundant. Well, they're not abundant. They're very rare, but they are abundant per capita on this plane in the Netherglades. You could maybe find one somewhere in the Deadlands on this plane, I imagine. It usually follows sentiments and themes of rot and ruin, so something like a graveyard, or I doubt there'd be any on the Midgate Isle, but I know there are plenty to be discovered. And by plenty, I mean a few, but for how rare they are, it feels like plenty. I actually have one of the ingredients on my person as we speak, but it is quite the challenge to retrieve. A lot of it is guarded by Madame Matilda's little pet dragon.
Okay. So, would you part with one if influenced correctly?
Oh, well, I'm
Like
afraid
with currency?
I could not, but I appreciate the hustle. I can always help guide you to where to find some, but it's a lot of my relations that I make rely solely on my charming and approachable demeanor. I almost lost the beauty of my face whenever I last retrieved some. I do not wish to have that again.
Okay.
So, I can show
You're
you
very
how to get it.
helpful, and I was so great to go to you first.
Well, you know what? You very much were, and if you ever need anything else, you always know to come to old Alon's first. And Alon's for short, unless you want to call me Alonzo Avery Jinks Esquire.
Alon's. You can call me Chris.
Oh, Chris, I like that.
And she's going to motion that looks like she's going for a handshake, but when he returns the hand, she's going to put Micah Nikes in his hand.
Hell yeah. Oh. This feels like a drug deal. Are these drugs?
No, they're raindrops from my world.
Raindrops?
I assume they're also candy.
How
Yes.
interesting. He picks them up.
They're a delicacy. And if he's going to look down, they're like really icy looking, but they're Micah Nikes. And they're like the Italian ice flavor.
Hell yeah. He's going to hold one up to the skull and waft it in front of her nose. And the lights light up a pale blue. Okay, seems safe enough to me. And he eats it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is delicious. It's like I've never had anything so, and he eats the other ones. This is just decadent. Thank you for sharing.
Of course. I felt like I had to pay you back in some kind of currency.
I figured
Especially
the
with someone as
conversation.
wise as you.
Oh, darling. Flattery is my favorite language. Keep that up and we'll become fast friends. But in the
Of
meantime,
course.
you know where to find me. I know that we told Hogwarts we'd stay in the Fate's house, but if I'm being honest, we already have a rapport with the neutrals, and I'd prefer to kick it with them. So I'd say, come on over to us on this side of the fence, and we'll call that a day. Does that sound good?
Anytime. And she's going to float up and I can't remember where I was supposed to head. Oh my lord. I was supposed to distract somebody.
If I remembered, I'd tell you, but I can't remember either. So
CC lifeline. CC lifeline. Beep beep beep. Hello.
You're supposed to just keep. Well, I mean, Hex seems busy. Just keep Alonzo's attention while we sneak in. So
I will say that
whole conversation
was
probably
absolutely
distracted him.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
$1,000,000%. If that was all that you were meant to distract, then yeah.
Like-
Either and Slippy, y'all totally make it to the recruit house unannounced. Or undiscovered. Undisclosed.
Yay.
Slippy and Eartria, if you could do me a solid and just make your battle strategy before you go in here. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Oh my god, you scared me for a second. Battle strategy.
What kind of battle strategies do we need against that time of the month?
Well, usually I would suggest like a warm compress for like your abdomen.
Yeah.
Something that helps with like inflammation and pain. That'll be really good. And
like Advil or ibuprofen.
how do you know about that?
Oh,
I read it online.
I was surprised they talk about drugs in mangas.
Well, there's this one called Doctor Place of Living, and he's like a doctor that knows all sorts of stuff, but he's like an asshole too.
Doctor Place of Living? Interesting.
Doctor Mansion, yeah, the Doctor Mansion.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Weird. I don't think they really talk about like over-the-counter stuff, but hey, I don't know. Wasn't super into that one.
Fair.
Anyway, why are you asking this? Are you... Oh my gosh! Do you not lay eggs? Did you discover that?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Today I've just been kind of kind of out of it, and like I have some pain and like I don't know, I feel really weird,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
like
Yeah,
slightly
no.
drowsy and like
Yeah. And is like if your brain is a little bit scrambled or you might feel
yeah.
like a little bit sick or something, that could totally be your period.
I've, maybe the mammalian side is kicking in.
Yeah.
How wonderful.
Hmm. Well, okay, if you need any supplies, just come to me later.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
I am back.
Um,
Y'all got that strat ready?
Uh, sure.
Sure.
is that reassuring enough?
Plenty for me. I'm not the one who
We
needs to
have
be
a
prepared.
we have a battle plan.
There we go.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we have a battle plan.
That's what I'm talking about.
Especially if it gets real bloody, so
Yeah, yeah.
Jito's about to pop off on no. Hold on, let me just-
It's like we already defeated him. It's okay. We're good.
It's fine. We'll kick his ass again.
I'm gonna move y'all into the recruit house, assuming that y'all are going in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Also, Teddy, do you have eyes on it, or can you not see because you're not on
I
the board?
can't see.
Okay. I'm gonna move you in. Honor system. Just behave.
Yes.
I plan on. I have a payday in my hand, and I'm planning on just watching this whole thing go down.
Paydays are so fucking goated. As somebody who doesn't really like sweets, but just enough sweets, paydays are the spot. Awesome. So you guys, and I'll be in my room pretending I don't exist. Harry Potter ass. No. Okay. Y'all are approaching Jito now. He is staring at the fire. His back turned to y'all.
She's gonna get maybe about this close and then just be like, Jito?
Yes, he says, not turning around.
Oh, uh, we're here.
I was
Hi.
hoping you'd be here. I've been waiting for some time, but I understand that planning takes, well, planning.
Yeah, we had to make sure no one saw us coming in here.
Oh, Slippy's here.
We
He
know.
turns around quickly and then notices that you look like that, and he's just like, oh, Slippy. You've... Moves up.
Is it my hair?
It's everything about you. You're simply glowing. Look at you.
Oh.
An air of enlightenment. What is
Oh.
this?
I visited Bodhisattva
You know,
and
I had to leave my old bodhisattva behind.
oh,
Must have been nice.
and
Happy for you.
I have been blessed by the Buddha.
Interesting. There does seem, and so anybody who's familiar with like Buddhist imagery, so a lot of the times you'll see like depictions of the Buddha or anybody enlightened, and they'll have like a yellow circle around their head that's like almost like a sun, like a beaming light type thing. Not to be confused with a halo, but that is to represent enlightenment. And what Jito would see in this moment is that other people wouldn't be, but somebody more attuned to Buddhism is noticing just this beginning hue, like just smackled a circle of gold glitter around your head that is implying a fast track to enlightenment. You definitely have been touched by the Buddha. This is truly a blessing, and I knew I was right to trust you both.
Slippy, is that why you're feeling a little off?
Oh, I mean maybe. I don't know. This just started after. Uh, okay, I'll come clean. This is a new form. I haven't been in this for very long. But since I arrived in this new form, it's been a little.
Eritrea feigns shock. Just, what? This is a new form? Yeah,
You'll.
why didn't you say something? What?
I,
Whoa.
I think you'll be seeing a lot of different forms from now on.
Y'all are sparkling though.
Huh. Thank you.
She's gonna casually lean up against this table because it seems like they're having a moment.
I love the Buddha VFX, the Enlightenment VFX you got going on in Slippy. That's perfect. Hell yes.
Is that who's doing that?
Me.
Oh,
It's the Buddha,
I love
obviously.
it though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Buddha. We just covered this.
Little did
And
we
then
know
breathe
it's
fire.
Umbral Teddy. Umbral Teddy is now the Buddha.
Fuck yeah. When Teddy's not Chris, they're the Buddha.
Enlightened, my child.
I like that the Buddha's calling people his children. That's not.
That's not weird at all.
Yeah, no, he's always like
My
that.
disciple.
He's just Eastern Jesus. I got.
What do you mean? He's always been like that.
To be fair, Western Jesus was Eastern Buddha. So no, I'm just kidding. What came first, the Buddha or the Jesus? No.
Now they're powering up.
Oh god. So yeah, I live there with Jito. So how do we want to start?
I mean, if you guys want to talk about your the stuff, I can go check on something.
Oh,
Okay.
by all means. I do have things I wanted to discuss with Slippy about the art of branching out from samurai traditions.
Oh, yes. Slippy puts her hands together and slides them across.
Mm.
What's up here?
Oh, rubs her hands together. That's the correct expression I was going for.
Bet. Rubs hands together. Um, well, I did want to talk with you about the loss of adherence. I don't want to say respect because the samurai and the Ronin code are treasured forever. They're there for a reason. They have their principles, their stability, the things that make them noble uses of power, discipline, and strength. When you are robbed of those avenues, your stature, your power, your influence, it makes it much harder to see the same means to an end, which is why I branched out and explored the path of the shinobi. I've seen in your fight highlights, you have been practicing more of the fisticuffs, yes?
Yes. The jujitsu.
Interesting. Well, if you're ever interested in dabbling in some of the... Well, first I wanted to ask, does it bother you when you made the switch, when you started to explore things that were not samurai?
Well, uh,
You're both
uh,
sick?
I have
No,
been.
I'm just kidding.
I have been trained in the ways of hand to hand, for cases where I would not have my weapon. Um, relying on them more as the focus is new. Uh, but I uh, uh new life, new me, as they say.
I mean, that is the detachment, isn't it? To be able to let go of the past, move on with the future. Being
Exactly.
a Buddhist, I think, is the parent to the child relationship of the samurai or the shinobi. A Buddhist can just be. So, if you're ever interested in dabbling in any of the shinobi arts, maybe we could exchange information and I could show you around when you're in the Midgate Isle and you can meet some of my cohorts.
Slippy's eyes light up and like, real ninjas?
Real ninjas. And he takes out his scry phone and he's just like, you just put your name in here and your contact info and then yeah, sure. You didn't know mushrooms could sweat, but this one's sweating a little bit.
uh, Slippy puts in a Slippy colon 3.
Hell yeah.
and then her Sky phone number.
Hell yes.
And
Delightful.
with location just says the Æther Isle.
Hell yeah. Just thank God, I almost forgot. Thank you, Slippy. But awesome. So y'all exchange phone numbers. Eartria, what are you working on over there? You said you had something you wanted to go explore?
She is flipping over this rug because when they were in the recruit house, she started drawing a map of the Isle here, and she wanted to see if it was still there.
You would see that it absolutely is. It's faded just from being under the weight of the rug. You can tell that there have been footfalls, and you would know that in between games, now you would know that in the recruit house, if y'all would have come here, I have all the tokens on the GM layer now, but this house was filled with all the visitors from. God damn it, Smata. It's like, I know you're not watching, you fucking turd, but you can't say, no spoilers on our live stream. That doesn't work. Sorry. But the, uh, from the footfalls of the visitors from last week's games, or same days, time's a mystery, you could see it scuffed up a little bit, that it's not as pristine as when you drew it, but it is still there. You can tell that there's no regular maintenance from that, because it's, it's still there. But
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna flip it back upside down and realizing that like, oh, this is where everyone stayed. She is gonna like take out her broom and just see if she can pick up any residual magic, particularly light blue magic.
You would see. Let me look at my GM layer real quick. That might give me some. You would see, if you have it zoomed out to where you can see my ping in this
Yep.
bottom left room, you might be sensing some of that the closer you get.
Dude, I had a feeling. I was like, if I had to pick a random room to explore, I was gonna pick that one. And that freaks me out a little bit.
That's wild, but I'm also not surprised.
Yeah, as they're talking, she's just kind of gonna da-da-da-da-da, and then put her ear to the door to make sure she doesn't hear any movement.
Make me an instinct or a knowledge check.
Knowledge air day.
DC 12.
And that.
That's crazy. Okay, 12 on the dot with fear. You 100% see, or not see, you hear. No, you don't hear anything. So the unsettling part is that you hear nothing, but you can feel something. So there's some magic in here that's residual that you can't identify.
Yep, she's gonna open the door and just
You see it's empty.
with the broom way out in front of her, like if you walk through the woods and you wave like a stick to get the spider webs out the way.
Yes.
That's kind of what she's doing with the broom, like, okay, like
As you're painting
Is-
the environment with this,
Yeah.
you would begin to see that same trace amount of blue. Just a second. And in that trace amount of blue that you're following leads you to the dresser. Like as you're swirling it around, you see it just reveal like a tether that goes to the dresser.
Oh. He's gonna open the drawers and search for something.
Rocks fall.
Anything.
No, I'm just kidding. No, as you open it, you don't have to search for anything. It's empty except for one lone tooth.
Oh. What kind of tooth?
It looks like a molar.
But human or canine or
100% one or the other. No, I'm just kidding. Make me a knowledge roll. Call it DC 14 this time, just to make things more high stakes.
yeah, I don't think my I mean I could argue for Clue Finder, but I just don't think she would know that much about teeth. So
That's valid. You can still use it though if you want, just because you are looking for clues.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you got it. The fear aspect is you can't discern
It's a
just from
fucking
looking at it, so you have to pick it up. So I'm assuming you pick it up.
Oh. Yeah.
The fear aspect is you pick it up, you look, and you 100% know this is a human tooth, a human molar.
Oh.
It's just like, ugh. Maybe you drop it right back in the dresser or something out of disgust, but it's a human molar.
Does it look really like old or does it look fresh?
I'll say roll. Continuing on the impact of that 16, you have a strong feeling that because you know the other island contestants were staying in here, that more than likely Hex and Alonzo stayed in this room, and there's a good chance that maybe that's one of the teeth from his mother's skull.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but why would it be blue?
Well, the energy in it was blue. It's the tooth itself is just as pearly. Well, not pearly. Faded,
Not.
dull bone.
I'm not. I'm not saying that we just founded Bluetooth.
Gotcha.
Oh my lord.
No, now we did. No.
But like, because Alonzo's skull has like a green glow, but this is giving off the Netherglade like light blue.
I'm fairly confident whenever he examined the Myconites with it, that it lit up blue that time. So it's not that it's exclusively green,
Oh,
but that
okay.
maybe the colors mean something different dependent on the energy.
Good. She's going to leave it in the drawer for now because in her head she's like, maybe they knew that this tooth was something from Madame Matilda and they had to yank it out so she couldn't spy on them. So I'm just gonna leave it here for
Can you
now while I
make
talk to
me
Jito
an
and
instinct reaction roll before you take off?
okay. Please don't hurt me. Uh,
We're gonna find out.
Just looking within 20 feet of this explosion.
oh my god, can I roll with hope? I mean, this is a good roll, but hope?
This is reaction. You don't need to. You don't need to have
Oh,
hope or fear.
okay.
So on
True.
20, your gut says that you were correct, but also that this tooth should be addressed because you were correct in your notion. The reason it's hidden here
Yeah.
seems because it's tied to Madame Matilda, and your sense of panic now is that of like, but okay, why did they just leave it here then?
Yeah. Uh, she's really debating in her head, like, okay, once we leave the house, do I take the tooth with me? No, definitely not. It's like a listening device, like like someone could just put it in their ear, like a Bluetooth or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like a
And
Bluetooth.
yeah. And she's just going to gently shut the door and look over to see if their conversation looks like it's going well, or.
It seems like they have reached a stopping point just as you're leaving the room.
She very uncomfortably walks over, trying to look comfortable, but she is very uncomfortable.
Sweet. Since that's the case, go ahead and make a presence roll, and I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing a drink. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yay!
Let's go.
That's literally the
Yay.
it like swapped my hope and fear dive the last roll that I did.
We take it.
okay, Snesty, I see you. You're rolling good today.
I listen, I asked for hope and
Hey, you know what?
Hope
Sometimes
you shall receive.
we got some Buddhist vibes going on in the session. Some, drop that no myoho rengekyo, and then, all of a sudden. But, yeah, so on a 20 presence roll, you hide it perfectly. Jito is none the wiser.
she has no idea how to enter this conversation. She's just looking between them. Like, so ninjas.
Yes, indeed, ninjas.
Oh,
Yeah. Back
okay.
in my homeworld, we had ninjas, but they weren't like the proper ninjas that you see in these manga that can do like shadow clones and stuff. Uh, they were just good at hiding and very skillful. But I'm so excited to meet the magic ninjas.
Oh, that's awesome, Slippy.
And, actually, you know what? No, I was gonna reply to Lady Vengeance in the thing because as a Buddhist, I really want to clarify. So that is a fun thing that, yes, in Buddhism, you shouldn't be intoxicated. But the great thing about Buddhism is that it's not like dogmatic Christianity where they're like, oh, you broke the rules, now you're going to hell. Instead, in Buddhism, it's like, well, that was a mistake. Can you learn from the mistake? And then if you can't, then that's when karma happens. So, like myself, as somebody who definitely gets intoxicated, but is also a Buddhist, practice the best parts of Buddhism that I can, but can also become intoxicated and know that, yes, I am flawed for doing this, and it's okay, because that's part of me. Accepting myself, detachment. It doesn't mean I won't reach bodhisattva that way, which is, that's like the I have hit enlightenment, and now I can transcend out of the cycle of reincarnation. Um, and exist as a teacher in an interplanar space, um, which is why Slippy was able to meet with a bodhisattva through meditation. Um, but yeah, so that's fun. But yeah, so what were y'all saying?
Literally,
Oh.
Eritrea just went up and was like, "So ninjas, like,
And then Slippy was like talking about how in her world there weren't any magic ninjas, they were just mundane, like good at hiding, um sneaky, and
now they get to meet magic ones."
yeah.
Sweet. Well, I'm sure that we all met here to discuss, like, stuff, right? Like,
Yeah, I am very curious to hear about what you know and why you know what you know.
I know what I know from my own internal investigations. Just making sure that I'm correct. It was Netherglades that was looking for the contract, and Jito who was looking for the legacy, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know of the legacy because I know that there are many people who are out to look for the legacy.
Like who?
Well, I know for one, this island's human was looking for it for a time. That was some of the paper trail that I had found. Um, I know that in the Midgates, the ambush that took place was meant to provide cover for someone else to skulk about the island. Their identity I am not entirely sure of, but they are also on the hunt for the legacy.
And sorry.
Mm.
Just want to make sure I get this correctly. Okay. So that ambush, was it? People said that they were hired by the Netherglades. But you said that this was to provide cover from someone from the Midgates?
Yes, and that's the part that has me the most confused, is it seems similar organizations being utilized by both fronts, which, to me, implies a neutrality somewhere. And what's that fueled by? Maybe monetary gain? Someone who can be bought and paid for, no alliances? Or something bigger?
Neutrality somewhere between the Netherglades and the Midgates?
And potentially Æther Isle.
Well, I. It, Google Docs is mean. I typed Midgates and it was like, did you mean midgets? And I'm like, no!
No, I did not!
Jeez! Like,
That's as
okay.
bad as saying the N word. The John Mulaney bit. This is fucking.
Yeah.
Tis.
And maybe even. You think Æther Isle participated in those ambushes too?
Not the ambushes themselves, but the hunt for the legacy. And that's what has me. So clearly, you all have been put on the path to look for the legacy. I have been put on the path. I believe there are people from the Netherglades that may be on the path. And then there's this entity that seems to work for the Midgates, but also isn't claimed by the Midgates.
I got it again. To capitalize it. I do not access further information in my brain surrounding that possible entity when we first met.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question one more time?
Did you not access that information about that possible entity in my head when we first met?
There's parts that you so trust with respectful navigation. If someone invites you into their mind, there are things that you can procure that I can't fight, but there are things that seem more safely guarded that I didn't bother to tread because I didn't want to spoil relations before they had a chance to bloom. Does that make sense?
It does, and I appreciate that. Would Eritrea be able to tell if at any point if Jito is trying to get into her head?
Absolutely.
Like, would she sense
Yeah,
that?
you could sense that without a roll needed, and you would know that this entire time he is not.
Okay. Listen, Jito, I'm going to be honest. I don't know who we can and can't trust. And I want to trust you, but I don't know that I can.
I think that's very reasonable. I think it would be rather foolhardy to trust me right off the bat. I am here to earn your trust, not to demand it.
I may have information about that entity,
I see.
although I'm not sure if it would help either of us.
It may not, if our goal is to find all of the pieces, to stop bad people from getting them.
I will tell you that that entity is the one that made one of our gladiators disappear.
Interesting.
And
Is
I
this
believe
with just doing my diligence as a process of elimination investigator, is this Allison?
that I believe she's probably being held somewhere on the Midgate Isle.
I have heard reports of someone bearing witness to somebody who resembles Allison's aesthetic being held somewhere within Phineas's fortress.
I'm worried about her.
I understand. The Midgate Isle is a very turbulently unreliable space to exist. There are many people who suffer, and there are many people who prosper. If your friend was taken there, those odds sound like 50-50 to me, but because we haven't heard of them, I don't know. I would be worried as well. He said, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I. Do you know any way into Phineas's fortress?
The only way most people know is through the front gate. And that's on invitation only.
You said most people. Do you know another way?
I do. But in the same way that you don't trust me 100% just yet, I would like to introduce you to my cohorts in my own Shinobi Alliance. My entourage the next time you're in Midgate, and we can talk there. But giving you details prematurely, they could be stolen from you. No disrespect.
Understood. I
Hope he
respect that.
does.
Thank you both.
Um, this entity is tricky because he has no record of being lifted. And that's why the investigation is so difficult.
What's not being lifted? Sorry.
The entity that Chito references.
Ah, yes. And you said they weren't lifted?
There's no record of them having been lifted.
Then they may be a life lock-in. Or a life locklin, I think is what we're calling them. But,
He seemed more powerful than the average citizen. I don't No, I don't know what to think of him at all, honestly. I'm very confused.
Do you know where you've last seen him?
Yes?
I would recommend going there, trying to see if you can find any traces of him. Maybe that will further your investigation, because right now, the only leads I have is you, and I won't pry to get in front of you. So I would like to encourage you to explore your avenues of investigation that are available.
Flippy whispers to Urchia, um, the mines.
Gertrude will nod.
Okay.
Um, um, is is there any information that you specifically would like from me right now?
I came to establish trust. I feel like you have more info than I do, and the info that I have that you need needs to wait. So I think at this time, my only request is if you find all of the pieces, may I be present, or at least. Well, no. Never mind, he says, and I have no questions.
What was that one about?
Well, I could see a place where it would become untrustworthy or misleading. I have a need for closure and understanding, and I need to know how this plays out. If you assemble all the pieces or have the means to assemble them, may I please be in attendance strictly for understanding. I can see how this would prop me up in a position to thwart your plans or become a threat in the future. So I don't expect you to say yes, but it is my one request.
I will keep your request in mind. I think the ultimate conclusion is something that everyone will get to see,
All right,
if you know what I mean.
I do. I'm just terrified of what the end of all of this could mean. Whenever someone is given the ability to erase all that is, it means all of the comforts that exist will then be gone. As a Buddhist, I try not to be attached, but I can't help some facets and aspects of it. And,
Yes.
yeah. I'm just worried. What if these tools that we find have the means to erase everything as we know it? And that's how I learn, is by seemingly stopping to exist.
Hmm.
Then will I
Flippy
ever know?
nods.
He's gonna nod back.
Can I do like an some kind of roll to know how sincere Jito is being right now?
Oh, absolutely. Either presence or instinct.
And Slippy also roll that after.
Yeah, y'all both can.
Okay.
And I'm just kidding.
You can, it just won't count. But I like feeling, like making sure everyone's included. Okay. So 11 and 13 with hope.
Gets a crit. It's just
So
I
close.
said, wait, Jito.
I will say from this, everything in your being says that you're not detecting manipulation from this. It doesn't mean that they're lying or being truthful, but you can't sense any malice right now. And I will say
Actually,
that
I want to use a prayer die on that.
go for it.
I can.
Beat a 15.
I need to see what I get.
You can beat a
Okay,
15.
yeah, I'll use one of the threes.
On the 15, you know that Jito has a slightly selfish endeavor with all of this, and that he just needs to know the answer of why it's all happening. He is not as good a Buddhist as you. Um, he is somebody who is still struggling with attachment. He is somebody that says you. I'm reading chat, y'all. I'm fucking stop. Now, you. All right. Listen. So, on a 15, uh, on a 15, Slippy, you or actually technically on a 16,
Yeah.
you note that Jito is selfishly motivated by an understanding of the end of this realm. Does the end of this realm mean the end of his cycle as a Buddhist? Does it mean he is omitted from reincarnation? Does it mean his spirit ceases to exist because this land holds spirits hostage? He just wants to know, at least before it happens. So everything he's saying is truthful, but it's coming from a sense of turbulent panic more than, like, altruism, if that makes sense.
Right. Slippy's going to kind of nod, and
Yesterday was your birthday, Ika?
yeah.
Yeah, why
What
did
the
you say
fuck?
something?
Happy birthday!
Happy fucking birthday.
I was busy yesterday, so
Take advantage on your next 3 rolls for your birthday. That's all I got. Normally I'll try to come up with something for you for your birthday in
Um,
campaign. That's why Allison got a broom, was because it was Skelly's birthday at the time. And yeah, like so you get 3 advantages that you can use on either the same or separate roll if you want to
oh,
be a menace.
I could just wait for something else, like after you figure
If
something
you
out.
want to wait for a retroactive birthday present, I promise I will make it up to you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, hell yes. Fucking casually drops it in chat. You goddamn monster.
I know, right?
I'm gonna throw a
I,
fucking car at you.
I turned 30. Let's go.
Hell yes. Oh yeah, you told me that your warranties were coming up. That's right. No, no.
Yeah.
That's when your warranties expire. When you hit 30, that's when everything starts to crack and creak, and it just all goes to shit.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay,
Oh my
so
god, yeah, and my brother's birthday was on the 5th. That's right. I forgot about that. My little Aquarius brother. Anyways, sorry.
um so yeah, so if he's gonna nod and say I understand the attachments you have toward this life, and the ever looming not malicious but selfish nonetheless feelings of wanting to know your fate, and uh, I don't believe you have any malice in your heart.
Well, thank you for understanding. I was hoping to be a little more concealed with my motivations, but you're correct. And having said that, I I'll say that yeah, I I'm very grateful for your understanding. I've been here for a long time, a few decades, and it makes me very very terrified to go forward with a plan, but we also can't let the suffering continue. So, as long as I can be a tool to help with this, I can promise you my loyalty.
Chito, were you lifted from somewhere?
I was.
I want to give you one piece of something that I think may help you feel a little bit better.
I'll
This
accept.
realm existed before the games.
Did it?
I do not believe I do not believe that this realm will be destroyed if the games cease to exist.
You see an immediate physical reaction, like a tenseness that maybe you wouldn't even have noticed, like you would chalk it up to like professionalism and discipline as his shoulders relax. Like, you know how like you have to remind yourself to like quit shrimping whenever you're sitting and you're like, oh yeah, I have the proper form and all that and I can sit. You can see that relief come over Jito as he's like, well,
Is of comfort to you.
that's an extreme comfort actually. That is not anything I could have ever known. And you can actually like see just like beads of mist in his eyes. Not like he's full blown crying, but like just that overwhelming of emotion where he's just like, there is a sense of hope now. Now he can focus on the altruism he should have been. He gets to feel like a true and proper Buddhist now, somebody who can detach from that scenario. But the looming threat of uncreation was so paramount to his plot line at the time that he's now coming to terms with that.
She is going to move forward and kind of extend a hand for a handshake.
He will absolutely shake your hand.
And then she's gonna go in for like a little bro hug. You know?
Hell yes. Yeah, y'all are gonna dap and fucking hug is what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. That's how mushrooms do it.
That's Mushroom
Oh.
Gang. And also Samurai Gang. Y'all are gonna dap it up too, and he's gonna bring it in. Come on.
From the other side, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I very much look forward to seeing you on the Midgate Isle and meeting your cohorts and discussing more information then. Thank you for meeting us.
Well, the pleasure
Thank
was
you.
literally that. Yes, Teddy, that gift that you put in bed chat. It's exactly the vibes right now. But yeah. Thank you. And if you have any more questions for me, I'd love to be of more assistance. And I'm sorry if I didn't give anything too useful, but hopefully we've established at least enough alliance that... Oh! I've exchanged information with Slippy, so if y'all ever need to contact me, we should always use some kind of, obfuscated language. But otherwise, I'm just a text or a phone call away.
That's good to know. I don't trust scry phones at all. You don't have them on you right now, do you?
It's turned off. I got... Hey, thank you for the
Okay.
cheer.
Yay, thank you.
Yay.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Some kind of
No rush.
code. I'm sure maybe there's something that you guys know, with Buddhism that maybe you can work in.
More than likely.
She's like, I don't know, you guys know some Buddhist words? I don't know anything.
I would say something akin to "What up, my mushroom? What's the download? Got any enlightenment?" I'm going to steal your words straight from under you, Ika, because that's what.
Oh my god. Got any enlightenment is the best. It reminds me of those posters. Got milk.
Got milk, but it's enlightenment.
Enlightenment. Slippy just you know the no maidens meme?
Yeah.
Got milk?
Yeah.
Got enlightenment?
Got enlightenment. No enlightenment. Just fucking all of it.
Not enlightened. No kappa.
Oh my god, no kappa. I'm fucking dead.
Not enlightened, no kappa.
I
L
hate...
plus rib plus bozo.
Okay, so clearly Ertria is excusing herself from the conversation. But also,
Sorry, I don't know what's going on. I just want to leave.
that said, y'all are ready to head back to the outside area?
Not very cash kappa, bro.
Sweet. Moving y'all back out then.
Okay.
And you would see during this time, Chris still just kicking it with the group, and there's still an ongoing sparring match, and no one is the wiser.
Well,
Chris is sitting on the pen edge, still talking to Alonzo, and she's going, "Yeah, and I just, I don't really understand the whole deal with this like whole no candy anywhere thing. It's still kind of hard to grasp."
Well, I mean, you're saying that the prospect of things not being candy and being of like a more uningestible way of means is throwing you off for a loop?
Well, yeah, it's been difficult. I mean, 9 times out of 10, we don't really carry food. We don't have to carry food around for us or rations like that. Mainly because they're everywhere.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a little sparse here, a little more resource management heavy in this space. It's more like eat to live, don't live to eat, all that. I really can't quantify it. I've never been to a land of candy before. You never been to a land besides this one? And Hex just keeps shooting at fucking people.
Oh, hey everyone. So,
hey.
and she's going to slip off the pen and float down. I think we best get going. It was nice talking with you, of course. You're very nice intellect.
Well,
Oh.
We gotta go talk about
I
cool
mean-
stuff, Chris.
2 heads are better than 1. She says as she gets a little bit closer to just confirm her theory. Is the skull missing a tooth? Perhaps a molar of sorts?
Yeah, you wouldn't need to make a check, really, the way he holds it, like, presumptuously just out in the world. You could
Yeah.
see that there is clearly just a tooth missing.
Libby goes up to Lonzo and says, yeah, we need to talk to Chrysanthemum because I got my period.
Oh, okay. That's very reasonable, and I understand that. I was worried at first when you said that because of the turtle features, but you are seemingly mammalic right now, so that makes sense that you would have a period. Trust me, I'm not going to mansplain what you should and shouldn't do whenever you get yours. Take all the time and energy you need. And Hex is like, damn, I really thought y'all were going to get on this. We're trying to figure out who's going to go for the tag team title. And he's launching fucking beams at Bodhi and Moon.
I get it.
Right.
If it's a tag team title, how come you're not doing anything?
I'm doing all I can, honey.
Sorry, I was distracting him. You really should offer to help your teammate. You do have most of the... I'm sorry. You have a lot of the talent on your team.
Oh, I do. And that's why I'm actively helping him right now. That's why I'm good at my job, is because it looks like I'm not.
Right. So, I'll leave you to your job.
You're not
Sorry
doing
for the
anything,
distraction.
Alonzo. You're just there as a contingency plan. You're a support class. Shut the fuck up. I got he's just fucking launching.
Get in the back, support. I'm trying to push this payload, damn it.
Facts.
Well,
She's
we should get
really
going.
like really trying to figure out if she wants to like mention some things to Slippy and Chrysanthemum, or just go ahead and pull Alonzo aside.
Roll for it if you want, if you're really struggling, or I can tell you what my vote is, but like I'm curious to see what you want to do.
I'm curious to know what your vote is, actually.
I'm interested to see how the conversation between you and Alonzo would go.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of leaning towards being like, excuse me, sir. You know, actually, I do believe that, did Jito say, like, he was planning to leave the recruit house or anything like that?
He not in character. I didn't, but I would say that like yeah, he's planning to dip right after this.
Okay, so is he likely gone?
Yeah, I would say that. In fact, before y'all leave, y'all would turn back and be like, "Goodbye" or whatever, and you just see a poof as he stopped existing and swapped places with his shadow clone back on the Midgate Isle.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hello, pet.
Okay.
Actually, Alonzo, if you wouldn't mind, I have some stuff that I can't reach that I left in the recruit house.
Oh,
Do you think you could help us for a second?
yeah, absolutely. I'm nothing if not amicable, useful, and helpful. You're really gonna crack a rib sucking yourself off like that, Alonzo, Hex says, blasting. He's crass. He's from the South, girl. Like that's Hex. He's a gentleman, but he ain't gentle, man.
I mean, yeah. And she is going to be like, great. Let's go have a chit chat.
Sweet.
But like, not saying that, of course.
Chrysanthemum is
like-
completely confused, but like trusting the plan. It's just like, okay.
Trust.
Are we going together?
Assuming y'all wanted to go in there.
Yes.
And then
Cannot see.
you can't see? Okay, that's because I have you hidden on the GM layer. Let me just pop you back in. But you're not there, so behave, or I'll spank your little fanny.
Okay, so we didn't go. Okay, I'll put myself over here.
Are they not there?
Oh, did you want to go as a group? If you wanted to go as a group, then you can. It sounded like a solo endeavor, but if not, then yeah, y'all can absolutely go together. Also, Chris is not
Yeah,
that
she
small.
wasn't.
Okay.
Well, hell, I don't
Yeah,
know.
she wasn't like trying to just like. But
A big.
I mean, to be fair, you're supposed to be not taller than Slippy, right? Like you're.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
remember I was. Hold on, I have to get my height again. I'm in the wrong
Eritrea
note.
is gonna lead them over to like maybe some like possible shelves or something, you know, be like, okay, yeah, so I just I left something and waiting for Alonzo to get over here.
Yeah, no, I can help. No problem. What's up here that you're looking for?
Um yeah, just on that top shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you see? I think that's where I left it.
Absolutely nothing. There's nothing on this shelf at all.
Oh, maybe that's not where I left it.
Can you make me a presence roll? Because you're trying to be dishonest. And you have to beat.
Help distracts.
And you have to beat his 15. And if you're distracting, then you can have advantage. But you'll have to give spend a hope to do like the help action that you're.
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to.
I'm
remember
going
how-
to use my young and naive experience.
All right. When else
to be
can
like,
you?
I'm
Yes,
just
absolutely.
so innocent, you know.
God, I guess I'll just make myself Ertria's height because I'm trying to make myself Adrish height and I can't remember how tall I said
Your
I
tree
was.
is short, so
Hey,
I'm an average height, so like
Yeah.
I'm not tall.
Yeah.
that one on the advantage dice really came in handy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
How we do. The fear aspect is that so you succeeded in being a sneaky little mushroom. Um,
Yes.
but as you
Sneaky little
succeed with
mushroom.
this, the fear aspect is that the green in the skull's eyes light up for a second, and there's a concentrated, almost white part of the green that look like pupils that make direct eye contact with you. And that's all you can glean from this interaction.
Alonzo,
Yes.
your mother just looked at me.
Yes, she's letting me know now that she does not trust your intentions.
Okay, I I didn't need help reaching something. I wanted to have a private conversation with you, but I didn't want to say it in front of everybody. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's valid. I appreciate the honesty. What do you think, Ma? Shall we forgive her? He says, looking at his skull, and the eyes glow a very warm and calming yellow. Well, she believes you now. I do not like when people lie to me, but I understand that it's more that you're lying to others, and that I can live with.
You, um, you stayed here, uh, during the last match, right? In this
Correct.
house?
I did.
Lost a tooth.
It cut out a little bit. I heard lost a tooth, but was there anything before that?
She said, your mother seems to have lost a tooth.
Ah, so you found it then, did you? I would recommend leaving that alone. It is my mother's tooth. It was indeed infected at the time it was imbued by its powers by Madame Matilda with magic that would allow her to speak to me through my mother and my mother through to her. I removed the tooth. It stifled some of the power that my dearest mama had. And, well, now she's left a bit nerfed, as the kids would put it, in the mangas. Everyone reads manga and Lifelock, come on.
Except Chris.
Yet.
Can,
Yet. No.
can
How did
Chris?
you discover?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to arcane sense to see if Chris can try to decipher through the tooth what Madame Matilda's magic feels like and how to sense it from there.
Well, you aren't
It's
near the
not.
tooth just yet, so it's within
Okay.
close range for you. So
Yes.
yeah, you're not within close range of the tooth. um,
Okay.
Um,
She does assume that it's on Ertria.
it's not, which is fine that
Yeah.
you would assume that. Yeah, absolutely makes sense.
no, it doesn't. Why would she pick up the thing that she thinks is from Madame Matilda?
I'm saying from Chris, who's still making heads or tails of all of this, it makes sense that they're like, well,
Okay.
maybe they have it, so I'm gonna check for it now, type of thing. Just like a preliminary to see if you have it, and then from this, Chris can glean that you do not have the tooth on you because they tried to sense for it and they're coming up empty.
Yeah.
Alonzo, how did you discover that Madame Matilda had imbued that tooth with something? Did
Oh,
did you know, or did you
M-
discover it later?
Matilda and I have Matilda's charms are that she is not always a threatening evil monster. It's once you get to know, trust, and rely on her that she sinks those claws in, honey. So, at the time of my mother's passing, as a young Bokor in training, I was under her tutelage and study. She would have been the one who eventually gave me my bar exam. And with that, she helped enhance my tools and features. I did not realize at the time that it was a double-edged sword. It was, oh, a contingency plan for Miss Matilda. That way she could come in and snoop about on my whereabouts after doing exactly what she planned to do. The fact that Hex and I were swapped over in exchange for Angus was all according to Matilda's plan.
I kind of figured.
Which is
That's why I'm very hesitant to speak anything around either of you or your belongings.
I do
Not
understand.
as a slight, not as a slight against you, but Madame Matilda sounds terrifying.
I will say, for me, it makes perfect sense. You lot stay on guard. You can sometimes. I have means to understand her works and her magic. I removed the tooth because it is the only item on my possession that I did find ties and traces of magic. If you've seen it, it's like a blue, translucent, pale energy.
Yes, I have.
That's Madame Matilda's calling card. Even the magic that the skull used whenever, identifying certain things, certain powers that my mother seemingly wouldn't natively have imbued on her poison. But with me, I will say, there is enough control with my magic over the powers lent from Matilda in this regard that I can control and stifle any actual communicative measures. Everything except
I
for that tooth, which is why I removed it.
don't want to come off as rude because you seem like a very nice guy. How do you know that you're powerful enough? She's rumored to be extraordinarily powerful. How do you know that she doesn't just have some kind of way of knowing things just because you studied her magic and utilized some of it?
Truth be told, child, I do not. I I have a lot of confidence in my abilities. I have performed works and miracles, and I feel like there are things that, with what Hex and I have done on our own, if Madame Matilda would have found out about this, I don't think that we would have just been traded off, you know?
Is she going to know that you removed the tooth and come after you?
Oh, she'll know I removed the tooth, but then she'll have to confess to the Inquisitor that she is spying on trades, which is against the rules.
Do you mind if I just... I have this broom. Um, is it okay if I just
I'm
sort of
familiar.
wave it
You'll want to
near...
reveal some of the magic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Of my skull?
and of you.
Oh. Well, I can't say I've ever been dusted for magic prints before, but yeah, let's this could be fun. This could be a little team building exercise. Go ahead, and he like kind of like T poses and like puts his arms out for a second. He's just like, go ahead.
Think of it as being swept off your feet.
I
That's
was just
exactly.
gonna say, Airdrie would be like, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna sweep you off your feet or anything."
It's more
And
like the
she's just-
TSA.
Yeah, no, it's not.
What is that? Stick of gum?
It's
Cuff him. Just kidding.
Yeah, she's
Oh, God.
very gently gonna take the broom, and kind of brush it on like his torso and also like just on the skull's like the skull's head, the skull's top
The skull's
part.
person.
Brow, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dome.
As you trace it over, you would see that there is nothing illuminating from um, no, that's not true. You would see that a satchel that Alonzo carries has a slight blue hue in one of the corner pockets, and that the skull still has an ambient, very, very bordering between green and pale, or a green and blue pale hue on its entire person.
After Alonzo's explanation, she kind of expected that blue, but she's gonna be like, so what's in that pocket?
Oh, well, it is not for sale, and it is entirely mine, as I have already disclosed. And he reaches into his satchel and he pulls out an herb. It's like it is uh, mere strokes. It's my ingredient for blocking folks out of my mind. One of the many uses of this herb. It is harvested from Madame Matilda's garden, which is heavily guarded by her dragon. Um, but I was able to procure some. It does not allow her any communicative properties, but it is her magic.
Okay, I see. Um, thank you. I'm sorry for being so weird and convoluted about this.
I think it's reasonable.
I, it's just really hard to watch the loss of a friend
Yeah.
and then suddenly be thrust into these new situations.
Do you know who would really understand what you're going through?
She kind of cocks her head and is like, you? Or
No.
Hex?
He'd kill me if I told you, but maybe something worth exploring with Hex sometime. Loss
He,
is a hard thing for anyone to deal with, and I don't know many who have experienced loss like my dearest boy, Hex Arcana. He's like he's like an older brother to me, which is baffling because I am older than him, but I do look up to him a lot. He's very strong, steadfast, and there are things that he might be able to help you when it comes to harnessing the emotions that come from loss.
he just one small problem. He scares me.
Well, Hex is a very scary, intimidating man until you realize he's just a big old softy. That's that's part of his problem. That's half of the regrets that he has today is from being a softy. So he has a partially hardened exterior, mostly for show, somewhat for survival. But he is very approachable, especially if you have manners and courtesy.
I understand. Thank you, Alonzo. I feel better. She just kind of looks at the skull, but still very wary.
That is valid. I would say nobody mess with that tooth in there until I have time to do an unbinding ritual, which will take me till whenever the next moon is, the next full moon. So
I did pick
About
it up
that.
briefly.
you did.
Is that? Yeah.
Mm, mm,
Well, because I didn't know what it was, and then I
no,
picked it up and.
I'm not upset with you, darling. Don't panic. May I see the fingers and hand at which you have touched it with, please, quickly.
She's gonna hold out like the hand that she picked it up with, be like, "Oh, I don't have to cut off my fingers, will I?"
I don't know yet, he says, looking him over.
What?
And he checks him out. And he's like, I'm going to roll now
God.
on
Her hands shaking.
a 15 or higher. Um, Alonzo can identify and resolve any potential wrongdoings. Anything less than that, you may need help from another source.
May I also make this check
Uh, I
with my arcane sense?
I don't know. Yeah, like this is Alonzo specifically knowing how to like subvert Madame Maltilda's magic. I would say that if you want to spend a hope, you can assist by revealing any magic that you have or arcane stuff and give Alonzo advantage.
Okay. Because I wanted to see if I could, with that sense, pick up whatever he picks up. But yeah, I'll spend a hope to give him advantage.
And I mean,
Uh,
you would only be able to sense the most rudimentary versions of what that magic is. You wouldn't be able to identify it like someone who grew up in this land that is familiar with the magic. So,
yeah, I just wanted to get the experience and like try to
oh, I rolled.
see if
Oh my
Chris can
God.
start the
Let's go.
I actually
process of learning that.
Oh,
I rolled two d20. That
wait.
was an 11 and a
Oh.
5. So what it is an 11, which stinks.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
but advantage, right? So like,
Well, that was the
Well,
advantage. Is one rolled an
That
11
is the
and
advantage.
one rolled a 5. So I just did it wrong. But on an 11, he looks. Chris is helping
um,
reveal some of it. And what's up, Slippy? You said you had something.
so 11, uh, with the advantage, what would that be then?
Well,
No,
the
the 11.
advantage was that I rolled an 11 and I rolled a 5. So it came out to 16, but that was the two d20s that I rolled, thinking that it would display separately, but I just did it wrong. I selected two
oh,
d20s.
real
Oh,
quick,
so is
I
this
get
still a
it.
pass?
I get it. I get it. It's
No,
not
so okay, hold
advantage
on.
like Daggerheart. It's advantage like D&D. So they roll 2d20s, pick the highest.
Yeah.
Oh, now I
I'm
see.
doing for me because I don't roll duality dice. I'm just gonna give myself straight up two d20s, and because I roll like shit, that was supposed to be my way to help that. So yeah,
Oh,
no,
so,
I rolled one d20
Oh,
at 11 and one
and the
d20 at
DC was
5,
15, huh?
and the DC was 15.
Damn,
you
I
got two.
can't.
You got two per die.
I don't think I can use both of them on one thing.
I
Oh.
would say that I would allow it in this instance if you wanted to. That would be your last of the prayer die that you have for today, but
Yes, it would.
you can spin them. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend both of them then
Okay,
to
and that will bring you up
add
to a
6 to that.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
So, just in the nick of time,
We
and your
got you.
yeah, your Buddhist mantra and the advantage by chrysanthemum. Teamwork is real. Um, and Alonzo is slightly panicked. He's like, "Oh God, okay, so you can see here." And he's gonna presumptuously take your broom and just kind of like rub it on your fingers a little bit, and you see the blue hue. It's spreading up, like it's starting at your fingertips where you touched it,
Oh my
and it's
God.
slowly spreading down your hand. She's like, she is working
Oh,
her way right now to your person. So hold that thought. Don't panic. Don't panic. If you panic, your blood pressure gets up. It spreads through you quicker.
okay.
Go ahead and
Okay.
remain calm. It's gonna be fine.
Mhm.
Just relax.
Okay.
He reaches
What
into his
Just
wine?
bag.
relax.
You want wine?
No.
He
Uh, candy?
he pulls out the
Or-
mirror stirps, and This was supposed to be for me, so you owe me. And he's going to crumple it up. He pulls out the herb
Mortar
grinder. Like, thank you. That's
Mortar
exactly
pestle.
what I'm looking for. And he's just grinding the herbs up and adding some new components into it. And he was like, unlike your current that you are under the influence of, this one will stop all types of magic, not just that natural, to a being. And he's crushing it down. And it's just
It's
a
like
powder.
at my wrist.
It's
Is
okay.
that bad?
It will be if it gets to your head. You have plenty of time. Do not worry.
Okay. I know.
And if you, this is going to be uncomfortable, and he's going to walk you over to the table.
All
And
of us
he's-
together, holding Ertria, like in different
Love
pieces
this.
to like be.
He's going to put the pile of powder down on the table, and he's going to take a credit card out of his wallet, and he's going to start cutting up lines. He's like, all right, so what I need for you to do.
Oh.
So you're gonna plug up one nostril with your other finger, right? And I need you to just snort all of these lines one at a time as you absorb the magic directly to the dome.
And I shouldn't use the infected hand to plug my nostril, right?
I would not, no.
Okay. You know what? Someone on my college campus asked me if I wanted to do drugs, and I said no, and this feels very wrong.
It feels like
But-
drugs, but it's medicine, I promise. It's just the only way to immediately subvert the traction of the infection.
All right.
Chris is gonna take Ertria's hold Ertria's back. Like, I'll be here. Just use me as a platform if needed.
Thank you. And yeah, she'll take her other hand, plug one nostril, and just
Snorting up.
Rip up the rail.
Yeah.
wait. Don't you need like a straw or something, or
No.
like how do? Okay.
No.
You don't need
Well,
one,
okay.
but you should. I
ask
have
my
one if you
stepbrother
need
real
it, but it has some contaminated other stuff on it from another time.
Or like so you just kind of
No,
like put your nose on the table.
he takes
like,
out a
kind of-
dollar bill and rolls it up, and he's like, "Here you go. This is what you want to use."
Oh
And
my
just,
God.
just hands it over. All right, go
This
ahead.
sucking guy.
Welcome to the South, motherfuckers.
Oh my fucking god.
Fuck.
It's just like that manga, a Bobcat of Wall Street.
God damn it.
Oh
Bobcat
my
of Wall Street. Kind of
Um,
triggered that you equated a bobcat to a wolf, but I'll get to that later.
Yeah, she will do her best to inhale this stuff.
I'm not going to make you roll
into
for it.
her-
You took your medicine
Okay.
perfectly. You
All right.
see now the blue beginning to subside. It's almost fleeing. At the rate that it was going down your arm slowly, it is twice as quickly receding from your arm and going up to your fingertips until eventually it's completely gone. Excuse me.
Usually doing that shit hurts. Is Artria okay?
I don't know. I've never done coke, so I'm going to say yes.
My stepbrother tells me it's like scratching your arm with like sand on your hand.
Well, I'm going to say that it wasn't, and that was
In your
it was
nose.
totally fine,
Okay.
and just like maybe a discomfort in like if you've ever done a neti pot or a like some kind of like a drain thing, it probably just feels more akin to that. Very natural.
Okay.
I've done like a saline nose spray.
Okay, yeah, we could compare it to that easily.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. She will turn to Alonzo and be like, "Oh my God, you saved me. I had no idea that she could be this powerful. I mean, just from touching a tooth,
I couldn't sense it either. Like, not until I focused.
She is, some would describe godlike. She has been killed many times, and that's never stopped her. She was born in this land,
What?
supposedly, but
Well, I don't know how I can thank you. I will do everything I can to get another one of those, things that you used for you.
I tell you what, I am a businessman, first and foremost. What we seem to have done here is formed a sort of alliance. What I would like from you, more than a replacement, because I have my secrets, but what I think I would like from you is if you find out anything about this contract, you at least attempt to keep Hex and myself in the loop. We have our own contract that we're trying to subvert of Madame Matilda's.
There's another contract?
There's always contracts on the island. Hex, it's not my business to say, but considering I'm bartering on behalf of my client, I think I have the legal standing to do so. The loss I have mentioned before, he had lost someone very dear to him. Madame Matilda promised to bring her back. He is to fulfill a promise for her, and when he does, she will bring him back, or she will bring her back. If
Okay.
yes,
He trusts that? He trusts that she can just bring this person back and not have any weird strings attached afterwards?
desperation.
Or
Desperation can make a fool act in very foolish ways. This is before Hex and I ever met. This is the rise of Hex's fall, as it were. Whenever he made this deal with Matilda, he unbeknownstly sold his soul in some capacity. Not necessarily in the physical sense, but very much metaphorical, where now he had a debt. The problem is, he's been charged with killing. Have you heard of a beast called the Woogaloo? It's like a werewolf, a lycanthrope. It's like a
looks
Slippy,
over to Slippy and Chrysanthemum because they just talked about this with the cork board.
yeah. So Slippy kind of looks at Ertria, like with hopefully, I guess, this look.
I
Chris is just in thought, trying to let Ertria lead the situation.
she's gonna like stick a hand in her bullshit sack and just flip to a new piece of paper in her notebook and like scooch it towards Theo, kind of like write this down, write this down.
absolutely. And he's totally your designated note taker now. Anytime you need notes
Oh, yeah.
taken, like he's got you. Hell yeah.
Puts on his little glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I I think we've I think maybe I saw it in one of Slippy's mangas once, but I don't really know anything about it.
Well, it is a ferocious beast. It is one that will come about in times of great suffering, which is very often in the Netherglades. Causes a lot of problems for a lot of gladiators. But more than anything, the problem that Hex has is that his contract with her said, upon the harvesting of the heart of the Rugalu, his contract will be fulfilled. Now he has been shipped off to Æther Isle. He cannot fulfill that contract. So, in a way, this is Madame Matilda's method of keeping him in servitude without having to deliver on her promise to bring the person he lost back to life.
Oh, she certainly knows how to keep power over people in a multitude of ways at once.
She is exceptionally crafty in that regard. It's why she, at one time, was my mentor.
Would be because you would happen to have talked to a witch, a good witch in a dream, before, have you?
I cannot say that I have. I'm not really one to dabble in dreams. I can, as needed, but it's not really my operating MO, as it will.
Um, are there other creatures that only come out at certain times on the Netherglades?
I'm sure, but at this time, the only one that's a true threat to both the civilians, the gladiators, and Madame Matilda herself is the Woogaloo. So,
You know anything about
Because
a frog riding a turtle?
well, now there is a bit of serendipity there. Have you been in contact with Wawawan and Golbeck?
Well, personally, not me, but I was an observer.
They are the guardian familiars of the Netherglades.
Oh,
No one's ever seen them in poison, so if you've seen them in poison, that's quite a feat.
it was related to that dream I mentioned.
Interesting. Well, that would make sense that they would hop dreams, but they're more guardians for that region than anything else. Well,
what, what did they say again, Slippy?
Uh, 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 I gotta ask the GM. I think they talked about
they
uh,
they mentioned the Woogaloo. They
yeah,
mentioned that it was something that needed to be stopped,
and
for
they
better or
mentioned
for
like
worse.
what time it came out, right? Like
They might have. I
during a
might have
time
to
of
go back, but
crisis.
I feel like it would have just been like out and about. At this
They
point,
mentioned they mentioned that there was another creature that only came out at a certain point in time, and if they both came out at once, that meant something really bad.
that's
But I
Yeah,
right.
can't remember the details.
Yep,
yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. Um, yeah.
So
So,
I relay that.
very well. We'll see. Now, I'm not familiar with a secondary individual. That's most concerning. Is it? Did they give any description, anything like that, on what the being might have been?
I I don't remember off the top of my head. Um, I don't think I actually told this, did you?
I don't think so. So that's
Yeah.
okay. That's a good response. And I'll go back
Okay.
and rewatch the meditation episode just to make sure. Um, but I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure.
don't think. Yeah, I don't remember a
I have one
description.
last question, or at least I have a question for you, Alonzo.
Yeah.
Um, is there any aerial danger in the Netherglades?
Hmm. I mean, they have some very large mosquitoes. Um, and I would say,
Slippy shivers.
yeah. I mean, that's a valid response. I'm talking these like 2 feet wide mosquitoes. They are large mosquitoes. Um, but besides that, not a whole lot of particular threats. They may have some. I don't spend a whole lot of time in the air to know about it, so I would say probably not.
Well, I'll help you. High treetops, hard to get inside forests, lots of she looks over to Urtria and looks back. Big mushroom cap top that makes it hard to get in places. Things like
That's
that. Many
yes.
perches.
Scoping out a strategy, getting the lay of
So,
the land. Yeah,
if we can help you kill this werewolf thing,
that may,
and Hex,
yes, free him from his curse.
I'll do my best to get you a replacement because I'm sure you had it on you for, well, because of how amazing it is at battling that magic. So I think it's important that I get a replacement one for you.
Well, I will always accept free favor, but I feel like the exchange in information has been very enlightening and its own gift and reward. No one,
So are we
yes,
even?
I would say we're even. If you want to go the extra mile and scoop me up that with which I have lent out, that is fine. But more than anything, I would love the corroboration of your party in freeing my client from their contract. Then my job will be done as well.
I have another weird question for you.
Of course.
How heavy is Hex?
Well,
Your tree just looks like Chris, like, huh?
probably sitting somewhere around like 230 pounds.
She just thinks about Hex's build and is just like, oh dear. It'll be hard for me to fly him anywhere.
He's
No
What do
offense,
you
Ertria, but I want to be able to help move him in any way that I can if we do bring him along.
but don't you weigh like 2,000 pounds? Like what why is that extra 200 pounds like a big deal?
She pouts and crosses her arms. Yeah, it's because I wasn't made of stone before.
You can still fly now, so I don't think that would hinder you too much. You're
Yeah.
very strong.
She puts her hands on her hips and feels a little bit proud at that. Yeah. Okay. It shouldn't be a problem then.
Well, that said, yes.
I'm just thinking that we should burn that whole room down.
That could almost be more suspicious. Right now, it's just allowing her to think that the tooth remains intact and that she's just not picking anything up is my goal. And then I can undo the curse altogether. Because if we just burn the room down, the magic will remain, and I have no idea how it could spread. Right now, it's concentrated. It needs something living to spread through, hence why you should not touch it. But I understand the inquisitive nature. You weren't wrong to do so, but you were very right to come and seek my attention immediately. I'd hate to think what would have happened if you would have staved it off and waited any longer than you did.
Too.
That said, and from outside you hear, "Where the fuck did Alonzo go? This is bullshit." You peek out one of the windows and you can see Hex starting to kind of lose this 2-on-1 because his support class isn't there. I thought he was goddamn right. What the fuck? And he's just like doing his best.
Seems like he should appreciate you more than he does.
He appreciates me plenty. I owe X. I hope the whole reason Hex is my client is he saved my life, and I owe him that debt until it's repaid, and I can free him from his contract. In my book, whatever Hex has to do to meet that end, he has my support. He's rough around the edges, but most of it's for show.
You are very generous.
Well, I am.
Yes,
That's
thank
true.
you.
Thank you all.
Like I said, you were very nice and very intellectual.
Well, you do know how to push all the right buttons, don't you, darling?
She like swishes her tail and is just like, maybe.
It's gonna crush Chrysanthemum when she finds out Alonzo's gay. I got no. Canonically, Alonzo is extremely gay and Hex is extremely heterosexual. So that's their fun dichotomy. That's their yin yang. But you can always try to change someone. And conversion camps are real. No, I'm just kidding. I got no.
Oh my God.
What the
Absolutely not.
I'm kidding. As a bisexual man, I'm not fucking. I don't approve this message. But I'm assuming y'all are done
Alright.
here in the trainee house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get some preparations ready for the mines.
Hell yeah. So then, y'all would be brought back out, and I think that's where we're gonna call session for this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good spot. Got a lot of good exposition. Maybe next session we head to the mines? Question mark. So
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
the
One of
players
these days.
yearn for the mines, as the mines yearn for the players.
Diggy hole.
Diggy diggy hole. God damn it. That's gonna be stuck in my head all day. But awesome. Thank you, chat, for turning out. Thank you, players, for showing up. As always, the pleasure's mine. I'm not crazy keen on a raid target today. I think I'm just gonna end it. So if y'all are good, any closing messages or anything, but I'm good to just 1, 2, 3 bye-bye.
Okay.
I can fix him.
I'm going to bet. On that happy note, we're going to we're gonna hit everybody with that on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Look at us go. We got it this time.